Over and out.
Welcome, folks. This episode will be introduction of our big project and development for our new big city coming to the region. As you see, we have our main central station up and running. Great build, and I will enjoy that. So, if you like to see how everything was introduced and what we have sorted for the downtown and retail park, please stay tuned. Everything is coming with the episode, and the next one that will be adding more residential to our region. So thanks so much, and I will see you within the live game. So as you know, every city has a reason and a history. As you see, we have a couple of towns, cities in here. The one in here on the left side, Ulanpol. I would say the story behind this was the fishing industry. We have quite a few boats in here coming back and forward, so that was probably the reason, and also forestry that was introduced of farming land in here. Then this city in here again, that city raised around the castle we have in here, port, maybe it was a small fishing pond, and then increase in size over time. That was a small village at the end of the river, again some fishing things happening there, and then increase in size over time, and of course junction of the roads with over time change to this massive junction we have in here. But the next thing we need to introduce to our Westeros region is more population, as you see. So let me just get into that, and let's just see what we can do to increase using this part of land in here. So first of all, we just need to see how the city gonna be looking for the future. And my plan was there's like only one entrance. We're gonna have probably something on the left side, but that's the first big entrance to our city. I think what I'm gonna do, I would like to see let's just say half of the city. All the rest will be somewhere in the blue fog, in the mist behind our option to see, but we can introduce this city in here. And what I was thinking, and that's the reason for me to put a couple of those districts in here. That's the plan. So I'm thinking about adding a bigger city in here, maybe some farms. Factories probably gonna go in there just to have some more goods. But that's our North Sea oil industry we're gonna introduce with some platforms in here on this side. The big city that will give us a boost with population for any other projects we're gonna have, so we need to think what will be the best option for that. My thinking is we have a piece of I will show you. There we go. We have basically flat land in here, so we're gonna use that as our advantage. And I was thinking about adding our like a regional train station in here, because that's loud already. I can actually show you that. Now see, that part is noisy. Those buildings are just for now. They will be of course moved and incorporated into the city. They here just now as a placeholder, so that's noisy anyway, and we have a good spot on this side to do something nice. So my plan will be to add a road in here and show you, and that will be starting point, just like a standard a regular road.
Let's get back.
Let's just go for this, and then I will show you what I would like to use. So I have this Liège Guillemot, sorry if I butcher French name, train station, and the beauty of it, it's actually modular. So what I would like to do with that is add 6 tracks to it. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I think the end one is that's 6, and that's end of it. Let me just check. 2, 4, 6, 7, 1 too many. Let's just remove one. Okay, 2, 4, 6. So see, having this, what I would like to do, I would like to select all of that, and I would like to move it there we go. That's matching our roads absolutely ideal. So I would like to have you like this. Yes. The only thing, we need to move those tracks a bit, but I would say that will be pretty close. Yes, that will be pretty close. The only thing is I would like to have this turn the other way. So let's just go for a couple of buildings. And those nodes. How to rotate this? There we go. 90 degrees. There we go. And let me just move it to that side again. And I would like to have you there. So having this in place, that will be our main station. So those 2 train tracks, that's like a through tracks for passenger and cargo, whatever will be used. But what we will do in here, we're gonna have some trains stopping in here. So the only thing that will stop those trains to stopping on the station will be removing train tracks from it, which we're gonna do. So first of all, I'm gonna hit pause in there, remove some tracks, and let me just try to connect them. So if I press there we go. And did we remove anything in here? I think we still have. So let's just select all our segments, and then we can select the only thing which is there, which is train tracks. There we go, perfect. So now using Bob, I would like to select this building. I don't think I can do that. So what we have to do is just add those tracks again. The only thing now is we have to connect all of them at some point. So I think adding the road guidelines like that, so I can have them all at the same length as we have in here. There we go. And the same on, what was the length we have in here? That was 14. We can have you like that as well. So that's enough. That just out of the station, which is, oh my goodness me, why did you do that? Okay, there we go. And our tracks, we can have them all together coming in here. So I think what we have to do in here, I'm gonna remove that. We can have you there, we can have you there, and now from that spot we can have all our trains coming into those tracks. So I would say probably, I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do, but then I'm gonna do the rest offline because it's a lot of back and forward with them. I would say probably I would like to have them even. So if I go like here and there, like that, that should look fine. The only thing now, I need to use node controller and to move them around a bit just to have them nice and sharp. So let me just do that and I get back to you in a second.
Welcome everyone, I'm Dr. Zirkis, sharing some groundbreaking new theories on air with you today. We'd be turning the world on its head if people would only listen. But you're here and you're sort of listening, and that's good enough for me, so stay tuned.
Last year, Horse Economy 3 smashed PC sales records and took the industry by storm. Now the hit Equine Economic Simulator has a new expansion that delves into the cutthroat world of real estate. Horse Economy 3, Stable Markets. Can you work your way from lowly horse to be the head of a major real estate empire? Can you spin your holdings into a billion-dollar conglomerate? Can you work your way under the fence and out of your pen and onto your life as a property mogul? Spreadsheets have never been hotter. Pre-order now and get a free horse hat. Horse Economy 3, Stable Markets. Buy low, sell hay.
This is 80s Movie Tunes, and we're extending a warm congratulations to our friends over at the Aeronautics Museum. Another giant leap forward for somebody's career, and one more extremely tiny step closer to wherever it is you think you're going. You haven't even made it past the driveway yet, you know that, right? And the nearest town is like a couple 100,000 years from here. It's all well and good looking to the stars, they're very pretty, but if you ever actually do get anywhere, and we all hope you do, they'll only look at you like you're idiots and ask you why you didn't just set up a broadband connection. We need to be focused on amplifying the central nervous system. Get your comms working. You read me? This is Dr. Zirkis. Over and out.
So we have our train tracks ready for expansion. The next thing I want to do before we're gonna start adding anything at all to that is see the cities and roads they're gonna grow, and we gonna build all of this as a massive big city. But there is one thing I would like to introduce straight away. See, this part we have in here. Let me just, oh, come on, work with me. Let me just show you one thing. So my plan is, there we go. So what I would like to do with this road, I would like to keep this as a reference, because all those train tracks we have in here, I think we're gonna lower them down. So what I need for that, I need our reference point, and we're gonna use our tools for that. There we go. Let's just select those nodes. Okay, so those nodes, yes, and I would like to lower them down to the point it's actually gonna have sense for cables, like electric cables on our tracks, to have just touch our roads in here. And what we're gonna have, we're gonna lower down all of this, what we have in here, to exactly same point. So let me just select all. Like that. Select all.
Welcome everyone, I'm Dr. Zirkus.
In here.
Some groundbreaking new theories on
And I would like
We'd be
to
turning the world on its
select
head if people would only
all
listen.
of
But
this
you're here and you're sort of listening, and that's good
as
enough for now,
well.
so stay tuned.
We
I
all
actually
want to be
want
prepared.
nodes
We
now.
all want to be sure that the people we leave behind don't think we're jerks. That's where final
Yes.
insurance comes in. We provide
Probably
peace of mind
those
for when you rest
as
in
well.
peace. For a
I
small
don't need
monthly sum,
motorway.
you can spend your final years knowing that
So
final
those-
insurance has everything taken care of.
Those guys,
Final
but no
insurance,
you.
the last insurance you'll ever need.
And we will lower down everything
Hello again, my fellow listeners. Here we have another missive from the outer world. Hi, Dr. Zirkus. Love your show. One quick question for you.
to
You know so much about it.
this point.
And did you ever get probed?
That will make
Probed? What kind of...
our whole construction
Why would...
lower.
Never mind. No more questions. Thanks for joining us. We're listening
Nice.
to 80s
That's
Movie
exactly what I want to see. And now what we could do is we can find a good spot for all of that to have a proper slope. So if I go to slope tool and from this node to, I will say this one, 2.7, 2% is fine. And that will give us a nice option for that. Why you guys stop it in here? So I broke something, one of the nodes probably. It's broken. Let me just fix that and get back to you. 1 second. So having this, as you see, we're not gonna finish this today, but I will just show you what's the plan for the future. So having this road over it as a reference, we can go to our those ones. You all not really. I have a couple of more. Sorry, not those ones. A couple of more options, like for example a sidewall, but I think I'm gonna use, like for example, this. So see, just to show you, we can actually use our create parallel tool. 17. as good as any. But see now, having this, I can actually jump, change this to terrain height. And there we go. We will have this solution in here. Probably too low a bit. Something like that. And that will give us an option to have hidden train tracks with sub option for people to walk, but at the same time, if you go to place a road, you absolutely do so. So if I place road there, and if I place road in there, then all we're gonna have connection in between those two. There we go, and trains won't make any issues whatsoever. And then we have both of those sides of the city all connected. The good thing with this, the slope we have between them, it's all within the regime of 2%, so it's absolutely fine for trains to have this route, but at the same time the noise level will be kept at a good level, as you see in here. There is noise pollution, but it won't be so massive problem for us. So that's the big station we're gonna have in here. So my thinking is, if you have such a big thing in here, then probably all commercial big buildings, big commercial buildings should be somewhere close to that. So that will be next plan to introduce that part to the city. So let me just have a look what could be done for that. So we have this big entrance, which I think we're gonna use it as a road going some kind of like a that direction. So let me just finalize that part, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make this massive loop like there somewhere. It won't be visible for now. Maybe we're gonna have connection there, but not for now. And I think we need to introduce a couple of big roads to the city as a main roads, maybe even using this in here, and let's just see if I put one road like this, with a possible junction in there, so that will be a good spot to have it. Like in there, maybe with an option to connect this to the outside world, and we will have one road going like that way. Let me just keep the angles. Like that way. Yes. And see this place in here, what we could do, we can introduce our roundabout builder. I don't think I like this size of it. We need something more impressive in here. So let's just connect those roads once again. And let's just introduce something bigger. So let's just go for highway, 3-lane, but let's just go for that size. And in here we can do exactly same thing with slightly lower size, something like this. So that will stay there as a reference for us for like a bare bone and a bone of the city with smaller roads in between, but now we need to find a connection to our station in here, because that will be our main station for the city. I think about changing this part in here. That can do the map, and I don't really think it's efficient for us. So I think I'm gonna change this roads in here to something different and make a straight connection to our train station. So if I do that, then we can have this road coming like that, like this. And again, this road we're gonna put something here. You know, let me just think. That's coming here, so that needs to be straight like this. And I think I'm gonna add a node too close. Okay, so what we will do, I will have this road coming that way, and all of that will go. Yes, that will be absolutely fine. And then to keep shape of it, all we need is just usual connection like this, and then we can reintroduce our connection. So one will be done in here, one will go that direction, one will go there, There we go. And then we're gonna have one there, one there, and something like this. Perfect. So having this, of course we're gonna change all those roads. Let me just move our light sources, because they were needed in here for different reasons. So this road will replace all of them. Perfect. And now we need to work out on the shape of it. So direction is correct. I don't think we need this road in here. I mean, at least not that size of a road. I think I'm gonna go for four-way highway. That will be enough space for everything. And I think in here we can go for two-way highway. Yes, that will be the best option for that. And we can change all those roads to our requirements. Three-lane highway. There we go. And then we can have this connection made in here like this. There we go. Of course, my goodness me, I forgot about that. So let's just change the slope. There we go. That's all connected now. And of course, we need to use traffic manager to have this connection. So that's all connected, and we have connection for our station. So that's all in. And having those roads in here, it's coming. I think this connection will be made in the future, so we're gonna leave it as it is just now. The only thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take this road to this part, but of course this connection will be lost, at least for now. Let's just find this. I think we have one node too close. There we go. Oh, that's much better.
This is 80s movie tunes, and I'm
So
your
that
host,
will
Dr.
be
Simmons, astrophysicist,
sitting here
extraterrestrialist,
waiting
Just
for
kidding, that
future
last one is made up. But I am a wild speculationist,
with
and I'll be sharing some of my keener insights with you later in the show,
connection
so stay tuned.
going somewhere. Quick save.
Say cheese, it's Cheese Week at Big Bite Burgers and Fries. All this week, in addition to our regular menu, try our
Perfect, that's exactly what I want to see. So I have this connected. So this part in here, that could be our commercial district, whatever it's gonna look like a finance district, that would be good. And this part in here, that will be all residents with a high density, a medium and low density, with some farms in between, and some like low density next to the river. So that will be good. So that's this, all these things. It's really noisy, so we can use that. So let me just think how we're gonna introduce those road layout in here. So of course, the first thing you need to do, you just need to look what options you have to fill that in, but that will be commercial. We have a bit for it, but I would say the main thing for us is just to have these options in here. I'm gonna have this stretch in here, but I'm thinking we're gonna break this in here, so it won't be just like a straight road like that. We're gonna break it at some point, just to see what could be done for it, and I think that could be a good point to have a break in here, like a park or something. So let's just start with adding some roads. So this in here, 17, if that's enough, let me just check. I think 20 will be probably better, because if I go like this, that's just too low. Let me just see if I can stretch this to like probably this point. Jump game. Yeah, that will be good point and good usage of it. So let's just see if I use this tool and parallel mode. Oh my goodness me, I just removed nodes. No, that was wrong tool. Okay, it is what it is. We can't change it. 17, which is fine, and of course we need to change the height of it to this height. Perfect. And again, I'm gonna stretch this there for now and there for now. There we go, and we can have like a a good connections in between those roads. So let's just go maybe there, and we will go like this side will be fine. The only thing I think height is not correct. Jumpy game, behave please. Let's just see what's wrong with our heights. The good thing with this is like a path for people to use it, which is good thing, and we're gonna have something in here as well, so we're gonna get into that. But for now, at least I know where is end of line, Because what we could do at the moment is again use our standard road, which will be changed of course, but just for now, so I have like a reference point. What I can do, I can use this tool again, and what I can have roads, of course, on the other side, but much closer, like there. Perfect, that's exactly what I want to see. And having this, we will do exactly the same thing on the other side, because as you can expect, that that's not really a usage for anything else than just the road. So let's just use this tool and have this selection. Of course, on the other side. I didn't pay attention what was the measurement there, but I would say that will be pretty close. There we go. And see, having this, if I remove this road from here and have you connected, we can have this connection there. Let's just see how it look like. Exactly the height. Perfect. That's exactly what I want to see. So that means we can have more connections in between those two, and I know how to deal with that. So that's something that we can use as a reference point. Of course, that will be lower down, and we can have some kind of a park maybe in here. That will be good. That's a noisy place, so we can have a nice park in here with this road going next to the motorway, and then again I can use that road, our tool we've seen before, and let's just use that. The game is really jumpy today for whatever the reason. There we go. And this road needs to be probably something like 30 meters, so we can have like a signed wall, trees, all sort of things in here, like this. Oh my goodness, I didn't change it, but that's fine. I can change it just like that, and perfect. And the only thing I want to do is just to introduce nodes to the same height as the one on the other side, so we can actually do this in a proper way, and this one as well to that height, because that height changed. There we go, and it's going on a slope in here. So I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use that road and have this connection here, and then this height we can have you there. And there will be some kind of a parking here, maybe a plaza or something. There we go. And let's just change this to that height. Sorry, not this side. This side will be as it is. Perfect. And we can have this height here as well. There we go. So that will be used for like a park, maybe other thing, but I would say that will be good call. And then this, we can have a nice entrance into the city, but at least we know what kind of a terrain we have to deal with, because this will be used as our, let's just say, downtown or city center. That will be a good place because it's noisy on this side. Will be commercial finance and all those things in here. With train station, it's still visible. I know it's lower and it's taking the nice look from this side, but you can still actually see it from that level. And in my opinion, see all the services, like all the big projects, government projects, if you may, they have an option to do something different for the architecture, for all the look of the cities, and I would say that's looking pretty well, and we have some space to work with that. So let's just see what will be the next step for us in our chase to find a good solution for road. So I'm gonna do this connection just like that. It's not gonna stay like this, but at least I will know what to do with those roads. Of course, we're gonna have a couple of connections in here. So 100% I would like to keep this as a park. Maybe even with that size, like this, and all the rest of the roads we're gonna have in here, that will be based on it. So let me just check what we can do.
We're unlocking the secrets of the universe here today on 80s Movie Tunes, so keep it tuned right here.
I'm famous chef Tony Magoni, owner of Tony Magoni's Steakhouse. And when people ask me where I get my award-winning meat from, it's from one place, Meaty Bits. No matter what you need, be it a smoked pig, a goat by sunset, or a 10-foot alligator in a salty brine, Meaty Bits will get it to you fast with a smile and completely without judgment. So, if it's good enough for Tony Magoni's Steakhouse, why not be good enough for Joe Public's Home House? Yeah. Get in touch with Meaty Bits and tell them Tony sent you. Meaty Bits. If it ever was alive, they can get it to you dead.
We're talking crop circles this hour. Obviously a hoax, but a hoax on who? And by who? Is it the government playing tricks on the rednecks? Or is it the rednecks playing jokes on the government? Or maybe it's a little of both. Either way, you guys are embarrassing us in front of the aliens. They're probably watching, you know. And you're making us look like a bunch of goofs. This is Dr. Zirkus, and you're listening to 80s Movie Tunes.
So we have the basic layout for our commercial part and maybe some like a mix with residential. all our trains should be working fine. So what I can do now, I can try to see if those connections are actually working. So what I will do, I will create a line from this to Ullapool. Let's just see, yes, so that's working here, and we're gonna go back to our city, and this line we can have bullet train central to Ullapool, and we should have 2 trains on it just for now. And of course we're gonna change color to something nicer, like just go for green. Okay. And the next stage, so if we have this as our central station, what I could do, I can switch off, and I'm not gonna allow external trains to any of our stations in here. No intercity trains, and no intercity trains. Oh my goodness, what happened in here? There we go, just how we accident. So that means every single intercity train coming into the city should stop on our station only here. And as you see, that's actually look really nice. For all our trains, they all should stop here, and from here we're gonna have commuting train to every single city we have in here, which that was the intention to have that, so at least we know that all those stations are taking passengers from outside the city, and those passengers will be dropped off to our main stations we have in here. So like for example this one there, and that will be line to go back. There we go. And this train, that will be next line, and I'm gonna go for Scott Ride this time, and 2 will be absolutely fine. So there we go, that's our trains coming in. So the same way we have to get our trains deliver passengers. So we have Ullapool, we need Locharon and Portree as well to get our train. So let me just get that and I get back to you in a second. So all train lines are in, show you just now. So we have 4 lines. There's some usage on it, which is good. Try to show you. Of course we need to change color of them, so let's just go for blue
for me to
green,
paranoid mania.
maybe a bit
Although it does have
brighter,
if they're anything like
and
us, that's
something
exactly what they are.
yellowish.
But if they're anything like us,
There
I
we
very
go.
much doubt they'd survive
And
an
as you
overseas
see,
journey.
we have some usage. The only line is this one, which we don't have a lot of things happening in here.
Probably be really nice.
But
Thanks for
apart
the
of
question.
that, our trains are actually being used quite well. This one is quite busy line. Let's just have a quick look. No, it's alright. Maybe we can actually add one more train to this line. There we go, just in case. But as you see, we have quite a lot of folks using our trains, which is brilliant. That's exactly what I want to see. So what I have those stations with local lines, and those two in here. There's like a option ticked for allow intercity trains. So that's all looking good. I will say that will be it for this episode. So we have bonds for our big city in here, we have bonds for our commercial park on this side, and of course offices in here as well. I would say offices here, maybe commercial on this side, and our train station project looking quite well. Show you we have quite a massive utilization for our lines, which is absolutely brilliant. That's exactly what I wanted to see. Yeah, and we have connection for our lines to go outside world, which again that was the plan, to have this station used as a hub for outside world and local lines. Perfect. So this station is done. We have all the things in here. So the next stage will be adding all our residential in here, which I hope there will be a massive number of them. So thank you so much for watching this one, and I will hope we're gonna have more progress next time. So I will see you next time. Bye bye.